Instagram for real estate agents in 2020. In this video, I want to share with you the 5 tips, tricks, and strategies that I've used in order to make over $100,000 a year solely from Instagram. And no, this is not from Instagram ads. This is from people direct messaging me. You can see here that yesterday we just had a Redline Awards, and similar to the ones up there, you can see, again, we got a number of top producer awards as well as some additional GCI awards that are on the table over there. But I want to share with you in this video the 5 strategies I've used in order to consistently generate 6 figures a year in real estate from Instagram.
I keep pushing, got my head to the sky, wondering if I ever make it there. Yeah, I keep pushing, gotta play the hand I'm dealt because I understand life ain't fair. Hey, so I push and I grind and I push.
What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Shard. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you love learning tips, tricks, and strategies on how to scale your real estate business the modern way, please make sure you subscribe and lightly tap that notification bell. Also, I'm doing something new. I'm gonna pick a new user every single month that likes and comments on every one of my videos, and I'm gonna give away a free copy of my latest and greatest Instagram course that I just overhauled for 2020. I redid all of the videos, and this course includes all of the strategies that I've used in order to crush it and become recognized as one of the top 30 realtors in the world on social media simply from using Instagram. So in that course, I give you everything in order to start getting people to DM you with new leads and new buyers and sellers. So check the link in the pinned comment in the description if you want to check out that course. For the people on this video, I have it currently set at 50% off for a limited time. So check that out. Otherwise, it's time to get into the value. So without further ado, let's get into the top 5 things that I have done in order to leverage Instagram for real estate to do 6 figures every single year. Now, the first 2 are going to be a bit obvious. The last 3 are going to hit you from left field. So let's get into it. The first one is attracting clients with the right posts. Now, you can't just be posting things like homes. Let me explain what you need to be posting. So most real estate agents turn their Instagram into a homes and land magazine. But here's what you don't understand is nobody has ever looked at the photo of a house and said, damn, regardless of what agent is behind that house, I want to work with them. It simply doesn't happen. People work with others that are providing value. So the way that I've started generating a lot of clients from Instagram is from providing enormous amounts of value about the real estate community. So I constantly get DMs from people saying that they want to refer me business because they see how much value I'm providing. I literally have a text message right here that I got on Monday, which says, Mike, a good buddy of mine owns a place in Calgary and he is looking to potentially sell in March or April. With all of the free content you've been putting out lately, I feel it's only fair to pay it back and offer you the listing if you're interested. Yes, I am interested. And I get those messages all the time because of the fact that, again, I provide value and you can provide value too. You just need to start putting yourself out there and sharing buyers tips, sellers tips, investors tips, anything that you can do to provide value to your audience. Even if it's things like business interviews and stuff like that, it's going to set you apart and show that you're investing your time, your hard-earned time and money into giving back to people and showing that you're a wealth of knowledge and that you are that value-added resource for people to come to when the time is right for buying, selling, or investing. Number 2 is engaging people with stories. So again, I have generated the most amount of my business from Instagram stories. And most people think, well, Mike, how is that possible? Because with Instagram stories for real estate, they die after 24 hours. They're gone. How can you generate leads in real estate with Instagram stories? Here's what you need to understand. It comes down to engaging people and showing what you're all about. The biggest thing and the biggest goal for anybody on social media for real estate is by getting people to like, know, and trust you. And the best way to do that is by being raw, authentic, and transparent. The only way you can do that is through video. Unfortunately, with things like static images, they can't tell what you're actually like. If you see a static image of me on Instagram, you have no idea what my personality is like. I could be arrogant, I could be negative, I could be positive, I could be nice, I could be not so nice. There's so many things that you could just not resonate with me just by seeing a static photo. But by giving people an opportunity to get to know the real you, they'll also see your work ethic, they'll see your passions, they'll start to resonate with you and actually build a lot of loyalty to you simply by following your journeys on a story. So in 2020, you need to make sure if you're leveraging Instagram for real estate that you're going hard on stories and using it in a vlog style format to show people what you're up to, whether it be showings, doing a luxury property tour, showing people something like a foreclosure, or just out and about with buyers and sellers and investors. You want to make sure you're giving people an opportunity to get to know the real you. And in turn, they're going to build up that trust factor and ultimately want to start referring you business. Now, number 3, this is an interesting one. Again, hitting you right out of left field. Prospecting and farming on Instagram. I've managed to prospect and farm various areas on Instagram just by being a bit strategic. Again, I talk about all of this in depth and show you step-by-step in live tutorials how to do this in my Instagram course. It's pinned in the comment and the description. 50% off for those that are watching this specific video. But by using things like strategic hashtags and by tagging the location, as well as prospecting in these areas in terms of creative DMs and creative engagement within the communities that you want to have a strong presence on, you can really start to build up some local authority with the communities that you want to be known as the king of real estate in. So if you want to become the go-to agent, the one that remains top of mind in certain communities, there's strategic ways that you can farm and prospect in areas and that you become ranked every time somebody's looking in that community on Instagram. And that again is going to put you at the top of their list whenever they come to think about buying or selling or investing. Number 4 is actually referrals on Instagram. I continuously get referrals from people on Instagram that have never met me. Similar to the DM that I just read to you from a couple seconds ago, that was on Instagram from an agent that I've never met before. So the way that you need to do this is, again, just by building up your presence and understanding how to properly leverage Instagram. If you start to provide enough value and engagement and you start to, again, get a bit creative with the content that you're putting out there, people are going to take a liking to it. If you show your true personality, and I can't stress that enough, if you're funny, if you're quirky, if you're inspirational, motivational, if you've got certain passions that you want to share, whatever you decide to do, make sure it's coming from the heart and make sure it's the realest version of you. And what you're going to see is other people are going to gravitate to that. So a lot of my referrals on Instagram have come from people that have never met me, but see the value that I'm constantly giving, but also resonate with the messages that I'm sharing. Oftentimes I'm sharing inspirational or motivational messages as well as tactical messages that have the intent of improving their lives. And in turn, people really gravitate towards the content that I'm putting out. So even though these people have not met me, on a local level, they're still referring me to other people because they're following me on Instagram and I'm constantly the one that's top of mind to them. So if you're, again, providing enough unique value, you're going to start to get these partnerships with other business owners, other entrepreneurs, other people, agents from other cities that want to refer you because they actually see that you're out there putting in the work, getting creative, and doing stuff that's a cut above the rest of the agents. So generating referrals from my followers has been a huge advantage for me. And again, that all comes from me being the realest version of me. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't lie about anything. I don't try and, show you how great everything is 24/7. I show when things are bad. I show when things are good. I show when something weird happens. I show you everything. And by doing so, I start to get people involved in my journey. And by doing that, oftentimes they want to be a part of it by sharing their clients with me. And number 5, one of the most powerful ones is UGC, or user-generated content on Instagram. Now, what is user-generated content? It's content that is about you that others share. Now, let me give you a prime example of this. Whenever somebody closes on a property, whether it be a buy or a sell or invest, I've got this big, massive 5-foot wide sold sign with a big smiley in the middle for the O, and I get them to hold that sign in front of the property every single time. And what happens is I give that photo to my clients. And what you see oftentimes is that they end up sharing that on their Instagram. And because it's not you sharing it, making it about you, because they are sharing it on their own Instagram profile, what happens is their audience is automatically gravitating towards that. They want to know who they worked with. They're so excited for them, whether it be their first purchase, investment, or sale. And because of that, if you just ask them to kindly tag you in that photo, people are naturally going to check out what you're all about. So instead of you constantly posting about your clients, if you can get your clients to post about you, that's going to do wonders for your business, and it's going to allow you to tap into their audience in a much more sincere way. So give those 5 a shot. All of them have, again, allowed me to produce 6 figures every single year solely from people messaging me on Instagram. No paid ads, no reaching out to anybody. It's simply by people direct messaging me. They're incredible strategies and you can do it too. It's not difficult. You just have to know how to execute it. So drop a comment below if you have any other questions. I want to see you crush it on Instagram. And the last thing is check out our Social Syndicate Mastermind, where every single week we share deeper level, actionable, tactical tips for real estate agents on how to leverage every social media platform to crush it in 2020 on social media. So thanks so much for tuning in. As always, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.